Hey, it's Tommy the Butcher back with another video. If you've never heard of pig wings, you're about to. We did them two ways, porchetta and with a guava barbecue glaze, topped with fresh grated blue cheese. This is gonna be a good one, and I'm about to show you how you can do this at home. But before we get started, as always, please like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you will not miss an episode. Stick around, we're cooking together. Just before we get started, let's talk about pig wings, what the hell they are. Pig wings are basically cut from the foreshank of the hog, of the pig. If you were to look at a cross cut of a pork shank, you'll see two bones. One is relatively large, and off to the side is a little narrow one. And what they'll do, they'll cut down through the center of those. They'll remove the side with the small bone, and that'll get us what these are. Just a small cross section or half section of the pork shank. And this is right above the heart when we're gonna be smoking them for about 3.5 hours. What will happen is you'll get a lot of pullback on the meat. So the little bone that you see right here, that will actually be removed from the meat itself. They actually will look like a wing, like a plump chicken wing. Now we're gonna do it two different styles. We're gonna do a porchetta, and we're gonna do a traditional barbecue rub. We're gonna finish that up with a guava barbecue glaze. So first thing we gotta do is we gotta put together a porchetta seasoning. Porchetta is an Italian boneless pork roast. They'll use pork belly. They'll put all these seasonings on it. They'll roll it up and they'll roast it, smoke it, cook it however they want. But these are the seasonings that will go into a traditional porchetta. 3 teaspoons of garlic, 1 teaspoon of granulated onion, some dried parsley flakes, this is a 16 mesh coarse ground pepper, 2 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons of oregano, and 2 teaspoons of dried basil. Now all these ingredients, all these spices are dried. We're making a rub, so you want all dried spices and seasonings. Then I have some fennel, some thyme, and some rosemary. Basically 2 teaspoons of each. What I did is I took all 3 of these ingredients, put them in a plastic sandwich bag, and I just hammered them with a meat pounder so that I could create more of a powder. Because some of these spices in the seed form, they're rather big, but we want to break those down to create a nice rub for porchetta pig wings. I go with that. Then the final ingredient, as always, is a couple of teaspoons of kosher salt. I'm already getting the aromas. What's gonna go in here, I'm gonna mix this up. And we're not using any binder on these pig wings. There's some moisture on there. I did pat them dry, but whatever moisture is on there is gonna be perfectly fine. And we're just gonna liberally coat all our pig wings. Make sure you get the sides. All right, for our barbecue pig wings, going in with a traditional barbecue rub. In this instance, we're going with Meat Church Holy Cow Barbecue Rub. I love this stuff. It's got a great pepper content to it, a little bit of garlic, salt. Get these liberally coated on all sides, just like we did with the porchetta. Now for this particular item here, we've included a link down in the description box. You can go on the website and purchase your own. And by the way, our pig wings, I purchased these from Porter Road. They're an online butcher shop. Highly recommend them, very reputable. Check them out, porterroad.com. These are looking good. All right, we're here outside. We're gonna get our pig wings loaded onto our smoker. We have Miss Olivia, who happens to be a Yoda YS 640 pellet smoker. Fired up to 250. She's coming up the temp. We're running with apple pellets today. We're gonna get these loaded on. So everything right up here on the top shelf. All right, that's all there is to it. Probably gonna be 3.5 hours, maybe even 4 hours. All right, we're back inside. We're gonna get working on our guava barbecue glaze right now. So I got a small sauce pot, and we've got our heat on low. And for our ingredients, relatively simple, except for one ingredient, you'll have to look for it. You probably haven't used it very often. First thing we'll go in with is a cup of ketchup. Next is a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and we're gonna go in with a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. And I've got a mix of 2 teaspoons of a smoked paprika. Then I got a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, black pepper, and just a pinch of cayenne pepper. The cayenne pepper is optional. If you don't want that heat, leave it out. But if you like that heat in the background, absolutely go with it. I also have a 1/2 teaspoon of granulated garlic. Get it all incorporated, get it all mixed together. And on low heat, low to medium heat, we're gonna bring this up to a simmer and just let it go for about 10 to 15 minutes. The longer you go, the thicker it will get. So depending on how you want the texture, it's totally up to you. So I have a package of guava paste. This is a 14-ounce package. And we're gonna need 8 ounces for this recipe. I'm just gonna cut these into cubes and get that into our sauce pot. And as this is simmering, it'll begin to melt down. All right, it's been about 10 minutes and our guava paste has all melted. It's got a nice thickness to it. I'm gonna stop right here. This is absolutely amazing. There's some spice, there's some heat in the background, but that guava is like right up front and in your face. I'm gonna be doing this quite a bit from here on out in the future, because first time doing a guava barbecue sauce and I'm absolutely in love with this. All right, we're 2.5 hours in. We're gonna take a look and see how these pig wings are coming along. Wow, you already can see we're starting to get pulled back on these bones, which is a great sign. It's exactly what we're looking for. I'm gonna be going to about 190 degrees. Yeah, these are about 167, 168. There's still a little resistance as I stick the probe in. We're 3 hours in with our pig wings, so let's check these babies out. Oh, they are looking outstanding. Great pullback. I'm ready to just jump in and take a bite right now. We're gonna probe them. We're gonna check for tenderness. All right, we got like a 188. What's really important now is to check for the tenderness, not so much the temperature. We want the tenderness. And we know that when we insert the probe, it goes in like butter. You see the juice is just pouring out of that one. Maybe a half hour tops left. I'm gonna get them all glazed up. So let's just get some of this on here. I'm gonna flip them over. I'm gonna do both sides. We didn't spritz anything on these. We didn't do any wrap whatsoever. We just let them go uncovered, bareback for the entire cook. I see no signs of drying out. There's a lot of connective tissue, a lot of collagen, being as they're from the shank area of the animal. So that's it, we got everything glazed, and we're gonna let these go for about another 15, 20 minutes. Stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, we're back outside, and these are ready to come off. Let's take a look what we have here. These are looking outstanding. Gonna get these off. We'll bring them inside, let them rest a little bit, and then we'll be ready to plate them up. They're looking fantastic. There's one step left. Purely optional, but I highly, highly recommend this. Blue cheese on the guava barbecue glaze. Keep it in the refrigerator until the very last second. That way it won't get soft. You'll be able to do the grating pretty easily. So we basically have a savory and we have a sweet. I'm going with the savory first. I'm gonna save the sweet for dessert. I can smell that seasoning. If you've never had porchetta before, it's absolutely phenomenally delicious with all those herbal seasonings on there. Enough said, I'm diving in. Look at that smoke ring. Absolutely delicious. All right, that was fantastic, but I'm really looking forward to these. We're serving it up with a little bit of guava barbecue sauce right alongside of that. In fact, I'm gonna dip it in there right now, but here goes. The winner by a landslide. Those are fantastic, don't get me wrong, but these here, these are in another universe. Folks, this is phenomenal. You absolutely have to try these, and I hope you're gonna do it. So, Tommy the Butcher for Wise Guys Barbecue. Please like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you will not miss an episode. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you next week.